When will you be hench? Mate, I am wham. So I have just arrived back from Aldi. I did a massive shop and it was surprisingly cheap. So I'll very quickly run through everything that I bought. I spent £23.20, and if this lasts me the week, then we're in for a winner really. Right, so we have some pop chips which I have already opened and started eating on the way home. Chicken steaks, got some haddock fillets, mini fillets, 5% minced beef, some diced beef, frozen veg, sweet corn, some fairy liquid, some shower gel, Cajun spice, some plain original wraps, bananas, basmati rice, peppers, 4-pack of tuna chunks, and that is everything. So all of this food, like I've just mentioned, cost me 23 quid, which is an absolute bargain and so much cheaper than going to Tesco, like I mentioned in my previous video. So for my lunch, I'm going to make myself 400 grams of diced beef. We're going to be chucking in some frozen veg with that and some basmati rice. I'll also make myself up 2 or 3 tuna and sweet corn wraps that I will then take into university and have them as a bit of a snack for later on, and then come back later tonight after university at about 6ish, make myself up another big meal, and then tonight I'm actually playing some football. So I'm going to the AstroTurf with Power League in Birmingham with 7 of us are going, and we're going to play a 7-a-side against the year aboves, which should be fun. Right, so time to make food. It's snowing! So if you haven't noticed already, I've been wearing a hat for the past few days. On Thursday I went to get my hair cut and the barber absolutely big time. So I'm gonna have to wear a hat for the next few weeks until it grows back and I can sort the trim out. Lunch has been consumed. I've just made myself 2 tuna sweet corn wraps, which I'll be taking to university. I have the new trousers on with the new crepes, and obviously the hat to cover the lid. So I'm going to head into university now, so I will catch you soon. I've just arrived back from the gym. On my way back from the gym, I nipped into Boots and bought myself one of these. So a protein water. It has 20 grams of whey protein isolate in, which means it's got 20 grams of protein in for this whole bottle. I'm just gonna quickly try this. Come on. Nope. Not bad. Grapefruit and yuzu. Not bad. So as you can see, today I'm braving it with the trim. To be fair, it's not looking too shabby today. I've just put wax in for the first time since I got it cut and kind of sorted it out. Faded it way too high. Right, so just for about 20 minutes I'm going to sit here and just answer some of the questions that I have in my comment section, and also some questions that you guys asked me yesterday on Snapchat and Instagram. I do have quite a few, which was surprising, so just bear with me. I'm going to try and blast through them as quick as possible. Right, first question. What camera and editing software do you use? I use a Canon G7X Mark II and Adobe Premiere Pro. Where am I from? Nottingham. How tall are you? I'm 6'1" and a bit. The bit is important. What sort of weight do you want to be by summer? I'm aiming to be about 85 kg and lean, so I'm currently about 85 kg, but got a bit of fat on me, so I'm looking to gain probably another 5 to 10 kg before cutting down to 85 kg and being nice and lean for summer. Which year of architecture you're in? First year. How many hours do you do a day for your course? I do probably about 5 or 6 hours a day throughout the week. Some days I'll do more if I'm more motivated and I kind of know what I'm doing. At the weekends usually I do less, as that's my time to have a bit of a break. So probably about 6 hours a day throughout the week. What are your weekends like? I'm assuming this is relating back to university. My weekends are quite chilled. I do like to chill out on a Saturday and Sunday. At the moment I've been going out a lot on a Saturday night, so Sunday is obviously inevitably going to be some form of rest day as well. Just chilling out, usually watching football. Does architecture take over your entire social life? Yes and no. Throughout the week I do not really go out much and socialise with many people, because I do spend a lot of time at university, and then when I get back from university I just want to go home, relax, chill out, get into bed, watch a bit of YouTube, and then get up early the next day for the following day at university. So in the evenings I do like to just have some time on my own, as I do spend the whole day with people at university. And then at the weekends I do socialise on a Saturday and a Sunday. Usually I'll spend a day with like Cam, Andreas, sometimes see Jacob, and then obviously spend some time with my flatmates as well, going out on a Saturday night. How do you manage your time? To be honest, I am not sure. Obviously I have to balance YouTube, training, university and my social life. I work well with a routine, so I set myself a routine that in the morning I'll be getting up nice and early. I head myself to the gym. I then get back for about midday to do work, and then spend probably up to about 8 o'clock at night doing work. And in that way then I've got the gym out of the way nice and early on, so I've got that out of the way. I've then got university out of the way, and then I can spend my evening chilling out, potentially socialising and doing stuff like that. I then also throughout the week I try and bash out as much work as possible. I will then spend my weekends relaxing and potentially doing some YouTube videos, spending time editing up videos as well. Recently I've also been going to bed a lot later than I usually would, so I go to bed at about, well, I'm usually asleep by about 1 o'clock, because I spend my evenings editing my videos up so that I don't have to do loads of editing when I come to finishing up one of my videos. So I get that out of the way in the evenings, and then I get up earlier in the morning at about 9, and then head myself to the gym. So kind of go to bed later, get up earlier, just so I can squeeze more into the day and get more stuff done. And then obviously nearer deadline times I won't have as much time to train in the gym obviously, and to make YouTube videos, because university will always be my priority. How do you manage gym videos and going out with a very time consuming major? I've just answered that one. Any goals for the new year? Well, we are 2 months in, so that was long gone, mate. But just have a sick time, make it the best year I've ever had, best year possible. Always try and do that every year, make every year better than the previous one. How do you feel about recent changes to monetization for smaller channels? To be honest, I think it's good, because it's filtering out the people that shouldn't really be getting paid. Not sure about that one. I'll answer it a different time. Can you please be Thomas Rauch in your videos and not Joe Delaney? I know who asked me that. On a scale from 1 to 10, how hard is it to get to your current university for architecture compared to UCL? I got into my university quite easily actually. I had an unconditional offer. I got given that in November the year before. I didn't go for any interview, or I didn't hand in any portfolio or anything, so I was quite shocked with that. And I didn't even get the grades that they were asking for at the end of it as well, so I got in pretty easy. Other people that I've asked on the course as well, a lot of people did have unconditionals as well, so across the board it was fairly easy to get in. I don't know what it's like to get into UCL, so I can't really relate to that, but it was quite easy to get into BCU. How much of a legend is Kuhn Coffee out of 10? 11. What supplements do you use and why? I don't really use many supplements, to be honest. I do take creatine on occasion, but sometimes I do forget. I'll go through stages where I take creatine, say for 5 days in a row, and then I'll forget, and obviously that then ruins it because you need to be consistent with creatine. When will you be hench? Mate, I am wham. No, I'm joking. Probably in the next few years, hopefully I'll get there one day. Why can't I see your hair? These are questions for people at the university. Because it's and yeah, you're seeing it now. I have some more on my phone. Is Nick Hobbs the coolest person you know? 100%. Another question, is architecture hard to get into from a scale of 1 to 10? Already answered that one. It's quite low, about 3, 4. Obviously I don't really know what I'd like for everyone else, but I got in fairly easily. Will you be my friend? Of course. How many piercings you got? Bit of a weird one. I just have the singular piercing. Can you eat 10 donuts without licking your lips? Let's try it. Is your sister single? No mate, she is not. Back off. Do you find that you have to be good at drawing to do this course or to develop these skills? I was personally good at drawing when I went on the course, so I found it easier. There's a lot of people on the course that aren't great at drawing, but they have developed massively since the start. So no, you don't have to be good at drawing. You do develop skills over a period of time. What type of A-levels or B-Tech did you do before hand to enroll into the course? So what A-levels did I do? I did art, graphics and maths. Why do you like architecture and why would you like to pursue it as a career? I've always wanted to do architecture. I'm not sure why, to be honest. I've always been into, I've always liked buildings. Bit of a weird one. Ever since I was younger, I used to love building things with Lego. I'd spend so many hours just building with Lego. And to be honest, it just developed from there really. I've just always wanted to do it. I'm not sure why, I just have a weird interest in buildings. Where's the best place to go out in Birmingham? I'd personally say Lab 11 or Rainbows. Rainbow Venues is actually reopening, I think next week or maybe even this week. So when that reopens, I'll definitely be heading myself there. They're more like bassy kind of places, like techno, bassline, drum and bass, that kind of stuff. I hate Broad Street. I just hate the mainstream music. I hate chart music, hate that kind of stuff. So I personally would not go to Broad Street. I can understand why people do enjoy going to Broad Street and all the clubs on that street, but I personally like Lab 11, Boxed, like I went at the weekend, and Rainbow Venues when it reopens. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why? Probably just to be proper strong and to fly. One of the two out of them two, because flying will obviously be naughty. And just imagine flying places, like you get places so quick, and it just made life so much easier. You'd be like, yeah. I'm not really sure. Strength, obviously, I'm going to say that because I go to the gym. Everyone wants to be strong, everyone wants to be wham. So yeah, probably one out of the two of them. I hope you found them questions interesting. A lot of them were related to architecture because I do get a lot of questions asking about architecture and how I manage my time with YouTube training, and obviously with such a time consuming course. But like I mentioned earlier on in the video, I find routine the best thing for me. A lot of people don't like having a routine, but if I have a routine, I know that I can plan my time to do this, and then later on I'll have time to do that, and I'll give myself, say, like 5 hours to get a piece of work done, and then I know that I will have time to do something else. So having the time in the morning to do the gym, because I don't work best in the morning, I work better in the evening or throughout the day. So by putting the gym in the morning, having work throughout the day, and then spending the evening chilling out and relaxing, socialising, and then using any of my spare time to do YouTube is probably the way forward for me. I know it'll be different for other people. Architecture is a very time-consuming course, but you just got to get on with it. You just got to try and make your way around the things that will take you a while. Look, as you develop through the course, you'll understand how to manage your time better and how you can do a drawing faster. Because at the start of the year, there were so many drawings that I had to repeat, because every time I showed my tutor, she'd say, oh, that's wrong. And then you'd have to redo a drawing so many times, which would be just a waste of time. But obviously, as you develop your skills, you get to the point where you're starting to do a drawing on point first time, so you don't have to keep doing it, and that will obviously save time. So as you develop through the course, you will develop as a person, you develop your skills, and you'll know how to manage your time better. So yeah, that's really it for that one. Ugh, it's a bit sour. But yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.
Subscribe to Thomas Roundtree, legend.